All right, how are you all? This is Shakimatova from the Greater Solitude project, and today I'm going to be running a tutorial on Alliance Auth, or at least our Alliance Auth website for our Alliance, and how it works and what you can do with it. So without further ado, so what is Alliance Auth? Basically, Alliance Auth is a service available to alliances in EVE Online, which allows members to register their characters and for the alliance to track certain things about that character to provide alliance members with services such as automatic assignment of roles and nicknames to Discord communications or TeamSpeak and Mumble, stuff like that. Also allows us to track and audit members, see what skills are training, what sort of assets players have, and to give people access to certain things based on these things, as well as manage standings and things like that. So I'm also going to be running through what services are available in specifics, what's available in our alliance to you as a member, and what they do. I'll also run briefly on some of them how to use them, so you can get an idea of how it works and what you can do with it in our alliance. So without further ado, let's go have a look at the website side of things and see if I can show you some. So here we are on the greatersolitude.com dashboard for the Auth website. Basically, on the left hand side here are all the services you can use as a member. Now there will be some extra entries here that you wouldn't see as a member. The reason being is I'm logged into the admin roles, so I've got a lot more access than you would have as a basic member. But this is from the auth.greatersolitude.com website. A lot of the links are also available from the main website, so greatersolitude.com. And you'll see here I've made a whole bunch of links on the top menu once it loads. Excuse the Australian slow broadband internet speeds. So basically in services here, if you put your mouse over services, you'll see a bunch of links. Now this links to our Auth website. If you're not logged in, it will prompt you to log in with your main character. Alright, so as you can see, doctrines, blueprint library, buyback program, calendar, freight, member auditing, moon mining, ship replacement, SRP, standings requests, and time zones. So, you would have already registered your main character or a few more characters into our Auth website. As you can see, this is the dashboard. Now here, if you click on add character, you'll be prompted to log in with that character on EVE Online using the login details. So I'm not going to do that because I've already registered my characters, but for all of your tunes, register them all onto here. And then if this isn't your main, the main one that's displayed here, you can always change a main by just clicking on change main, and you'll select out of all the characters you've registered on Auth. What this does basically is it'll control what nickname it uses on our services, such as the forums, discourse forums, or the communications like Discord. Some alliances use TeamSpeak, Mumble and stuff. So if you change your main, your nickname will automatically change to that main character's name, and it will also include a ticker of the alliance or corporation that you're a member of. On the right hand side here, you'll see what groups you're currently a member of. And down below a bit further, you'll see all the characters that are registered on Auth. So let's go through some of these services. I'll go down one by one and basically describe how they work and what they do. So to start off, we've got groups here. It shows here that I have no groups available because I'm already a member of them. But most of the groups, you won't really use this group service. You'd use secure groups. Now secure groups are more automated. It will check what your membership status is like in the Alliance. It will check if you've been active and if you've got all your characters audited through our member auditor service, which I'll touch on briefly later. So if you see a group that you're interested in, for example the Royd manufacturing team, you can request access to the group just by hitting the request icon. Now it will tell you if you've got the correct roles and audit requirements to join this group. So for example, if I wanted to join this auditor group for one of the corporations in Alliance and I hit request, it'll tell me the requirement. Have I got a character in this corporation? No. So I'm ineligible. I can't even apply for it if I wanted to. So basically, if you were eligible and you joined it, what secure groups will do is if you ever leave that corporation or alliance and don't meet one of these requirements, you'll automatically be booted from that group. The next link you'll see is services. Okay, so you would have seen this when you applied to one of our corporations. You would have had to register your service on Discord, right? You'll see another one here called Discourse. Now this is our forums. If you click on this and go to the website, it'll automatically log you in into our Discourse forums. Once again, if the Australian website NBN speed up, it will automatically log you in if you're not already, but you just hit login and it will automatically grab your details from the Auth website. See, there you go, and you can see all the topics and reply to them, and have it's a nice community to be a part of. It's still growing and still a work in progress. So after this, you would have already seen applications when you were joining one of our corporations. The next major one that you will see is the Blueprint Library. Now this is members of the Alliance can register their tunes. So for example, in Manage, you can add your blueprints here by clicking Add Blueprints, and you'll select your character. And it will share all the blueprints available from your character into that library. Or if you're a corporation CEO, you can add the corporation blueprints and add your main CEO tune, or the one that has access to your corporation assets. This tool allows all members to view all blueprints registered in our Alliance. As you can see, there is 3,613 entries with different owners through the website that own blueprints. You can click the info on these blueprints and see what the information on the blueprint. So for example, if I choose this copy here and I click info, it'll tell me that it has a 0 time efficiency, there's 3 runs remaining, and so on and so on. You can't request a copy. You'd have to you can't request a copy of a copy, because you can't make copies of blueprint copies. So you'd have to, if you're interested in this blueprint, you'd have to contact the owner in game or on Discord and find out if you can get the blueprint or buy it off them. Basically, the best usage for this library is you would select this is BPO drop down and select yes, alright, because you can make copies from BPOs. Browse through the BPO area, and when you find something you're interested in, for example, I'm interested in this Warrior Blueprint, right? I'll hit info, it'll tell me what the stats are, right? This hasn't been researched in any way, but let's say I'm interested in it. You click create request and you type in how many runs you'd like, or leave it blank if you want maximum runs, and then you hit create request. The owner of the blueprint will receive a notification up here that there is a request for a blueprint copy to be made. The best thing for you to do is to contact that owner directly and see if you can get the blueprint made, right, and organize a price. The next service you'll see here is buybacks. I'm going to make a completely separate tutorial video on how buybacks work and how to do it for yourself, so I won't run it through here, but basically this is the buyback program. You get to sell back ores and data cores, as you can see here, ICE, everything like that, back to the Alliance at G to buy prices minus 10%. So I'll explain that in another video later. The other tool you'll get access to is the fittings and doctrines. I'm not going to run into the exact fittings in here to show you everything that's in there, but for example, these fittings and doctrines, some of the official Alliance doctrines that you can set up. So I'll show you high-sec miners, how this works. You can click on any of these and get information on the ship, how to build it. It will tell you the fits. You can copy for buy all and everything like that. Now, other tools, fleet activity tracking. It's not used too frequently because we're not a PvP corporation, so you won't see this used very often at all. Leave of absence. Here, this is useful if you plan on leaving EVE Online for more than 30 days at a time. You can create a request here to say you're going to leave and how long for, so that you don't get booted from the Alliance. Fleet operations. Yep, you'll see a whole bunch of fleet operations here. That shows information about the op and who's the FC and stuff like that. Freight. So this tool here allows you to set up a contract with our freight character. Basically, you select whether you want to go from one of our home systems in Yvelet or Yviv to Jita, or back from Jita to Yvelet or Yviv. You chuck in the volume and the collateral. The best way to get collateral is to go through EvePraisal. Go to evepraisal.com, copy paste all the stuff you want freighted, and chuck in all the info here, and hit click to calculate reward. It'll tell you how much reward you should give the contractor, the person handling freight, which in this case is Akusi Yummy. You put in the reward in game, create the freight contract and courier contract, and the collateral. The next most important tool is this member audit tool. Okay, you need to make sure that every character you've got registered on the dashboard back here is also on member audit. Alright, if you see one that isn't registered yet, make sure you register it. You'll see a number, like down here in package monitor I have 4. You'll see member audit and you'll see a number next to it if you have a character that's on auth but not audited. Now if you don't audit it, your Discord access will not upgrade, and your Discord access, if you've already got Discord roles, will get downgraded. It's just an automatic thing. You'll also lose your group accesses from secure groups from before and stuff like that. Okay, so make sure you register it here. And this also allows you to request standings and other things like that. Another tool we have, Moon. So if you scan moons in Solitude, we ask that you please upload a scan. So just upload moon surveys here and just copy paste the mean survey from your probes. And here you can get information on what moons are popping at what time, what they're worth, who's mined it. Well, you won't be able to see who's mined it, but it will give you an estimate of what that moon's worth and what time it's available as an Alliance member. Next is an operation calendar. You'll see in here we also put the moons in here, but we also put other important events like our Alliance meetings and stuff. You can grab in here, and you can then click on it and view more information, who's hosting it, who's responsible, where are you asked to meet up, or what comms are you supposed to use, and things like that. Alright, then we have a ship replacement program. Now if you haven't used one of these, it's pretty interesting. There will be another tutorial video on SRP specifically, so I won't run through all of this right now, but I'll show you exactly how to use it, and I'll explain to you how credits work, how you earn credits. So for example, you see here, Alliance Industry Exploration SRP credit system. So we do have a credit system that works along with the buyback program, which links into this SRP. Okay, so you sell back to the Alliance using buybacks, you earn credits, which are the taxes that the Alliance makes, that you can then put back, that you can, if you lose a ship or something, you can request a ship replacement. Another nifty little tool here is the standings requests. Here you can check out your characters in create request, and if they haven't already got standings, you can hit apply and request standings with our alliances. This will give you +10 blue and docking access to all of our structures in Solitude, or wherever they are at the time. So very nifty tool. So if you've got main in a PvP alliance or any other characters in another corporation, you can request access to our structures and to receive blues in, so you don't get shot down in space. This is where the member auditing and the auth website works hand in hand. If you ever leave one of our corporations or the Alliance with all your characters, we'll get a notification to remove your standings automatically. That's pretty much all I can show you here. We've also got this nifty time zone tool. You can just it just tells you what time it is in different parts of the world, which is handy for fleet operations. So I hope that was handy to you all, and that there was enough information to show you basically how Alliance Auth works and how to use it. So as I said, there'll be a couple more videos explaining how to use a buyback program and how the SRP program works, as well as a credit system. Look, if you can think of any other videos you'd like to see for the Alliance or for the public, just get on our discourse forums and request it. There's a topic in there about it, and yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day.